Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today is Throwback Thursday. We're going way, way back to 1997. Okay, friends, so on Tuesday, my husband and I celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary, so I thought I would share the album of our honeymoon for Throwback Thursday today. So I have it in this very colorful Michaels album that I got, I think just from a thrift store for like $5. And it just had the right amount of pages in it, so it worked for me. I wasn't too particular. And here we go. So I did not scrapbook this in 1997. I don't think I was scrapbooking in 1997. I think I started maybe after my second kid was born. Anyway, I did scrapbook this back in 2018. So here we are. I think this was a Bella Boulevard paper. Here's one of those folded and sewn basil strips that I loved so much. I had an absolute ton of these little arrow stickers. I'm not sure where from or why, but oh my gosh, they seemed to go on forever. I think I actually still have a few. This is a different powder paper scrap, and then these little Brad paper holder thingies are from Close to My Heart. Puffy sticker from Bella Boulevard. Tab. These are those jelly bean soup wood pieces that I think I talked about in my previous album share. Some very old, probably from, I don't know, 1999 letter stickers. I still have some of these. I bought them in bulk, I think. I don't know. They seem to go on forever. Yeah, kind of cute. So for our honeymoon, we did not go far because we had a little boy at home, and so we just drove out. We got married in Whitecourt, Alberta, and drove a couple of hours out to Jasper and spent a week there, just so that we were close enough. If he needed us, we could come home, and I didn't feel like it was a good idea to go too far away. So that's that story. We also didn't have a lot of money. We were college students still. So here is a layout about driving into the mountains. We saw an elk. This layout was from like an idea. I think this is an old Chamel collection actually. And I think it came as a I had it in a kit that had like some layout ideas in it. So I think I just copied that layout idea and got some thickers in there. I used some rub-on letters. I think I still have those too. What else? This one is of the first night we stayed at a very expensive, out of our price range hotel that my husband's mom had paid for just for one night. Now, keeping in mind it was 1997, this room was over $400 per night. So we only stayed one night because she was only paying for one night and we were not paying $400 a night. So it was amusing to us that we were staying somewhere we didn't really feel like we belonged. But anyway, we did also go to the 5-course meal at their very fancy restaurant, and I don't think I had ever had someone scrape the crumbs off the table for me after I ate breadsticks, but it was an experience anyway. Not before or since, but you know, every once in a while it's good to venture out of your comfort zone. So that's the little story that I told kind of around my journaling around the outside. And again, there's a lot of Bella Boulevard stuff, jelly bean soup. These corduroy brads were from Stampin' Up, I believe. This one is more of the Chamel collection. I think it was called Go Now Go. I don't know, I'm not good at that sort of thing. Hopefully that's close. And then I got some star buttons on here. Check that out. There's more of those arrows. You might see a lot of them in here. This is the Jasper Tramway. We took the tram up and did some hiking. It's kind of cool. This is the town down below. My husband is 6'4", and he laid down on this rock, and it was really, really huge. So kind of crazy, right? We went to the falls. These waterfalls, I know in my last video I said something about we could have gone to Athabasca Falls because that other Crazy Creek place was so freaking expensive. This one, it's a provincial park. You just walk in, there's no fee. You pay to get into the park, but not for each individual thing, right? So pretty. So pretty there. I'm not really sure. I think this paper is Bella Boulevard. Sticker strip. Some thickers and some of those old Provocraft letters. And more of those Bella Puffy stickers, buttons, wood veneer trees. That's different. Haven't seen those yet. More Bella Boulevard. I think the thicker letters were from Bella as well. And yeah, kind of cute. We did go whitewater rafting, and that was a lot of fun. I didn't mind that. This little cabin that we rented, we decided we were going to cook marshmallows on the fire the one night, and had like a little competition of who made the best marshmallows. And then we accidentally set off the smoke alarm, so that was embarrassing. We went on a trail ride with some horses. That was kind of fun. So the horses took us up the mountain for these beautiful views of a lake that's never been, I think it's called Moline Lake, and they've never had motorboats in it, so it's very pristine and gorgeous. It's only canoes and kayaks and that sort of thing allowed in there. So, and this page was a layout that I had done at the local scrapbook store, and I just never put pictures on it. So I had this in my stash, and I was like, oh look, I can put all these pictures on it. And I was able to get all the pictures from the horseback riding into the one layout. But I think this side was the original layout, and then I at that time when I made this, I was always doing 2-pagers, and so I made a couple extra embellishments to go with it, and made a second page, and then still never put pictures on it, which was strange. But anyway, more Bella Boulevard stuff, and I think this title is From Close to My Heart. Again with the star buttons and wood veneer, some enamel dots. These little paper clippy things were from Bella Boulevard also. This was like a clear acetate piece. They were just file folders, and I ran it through my Xyron. I don't know if you can even see it, but I put it through the Swiss dot setting, and you can hear it when I scratch on it, and it just gave it like some texture. And I did another one down here. These were from Heidi Swap, these titles. More Bella. This is all Bella, I think, except for the wood veneer. And this, I actually had a real good laugh about this page, because in today's day and age, like, does anybody even ever see a phone booth? Is that a thing? Like, where does Superman change his clothes? I don't know. But at that time, we didn't have cell phones, and so every night we would walk down to the phone booth at the place where we were staying, so that we could call our little boy. And this particular day, when I took a picture of Mark in the phone booth, the story was supposed to be about the American in the next phone booth who was saying, "It was so cold here today, I thought I was going to see a snowflake." And we thought that was really funny because it was like 20 degrees Celsius, which I guess is cold for people from the southern states. He had like a Texas maybe accent, and so I was like, it's not gonna snow. But I just thought that was really funny, and so that's why I took a picture there. But it turned out that when I told the story, it was like, yes, I talked about that guy, but I also wanted to like, this is very historical now, right? Like getting into the phone booth to make a phone call home so that, you know, our little boy could hear our voice every day. So very fun. Some of this is Go Now Go, and some of it is Bella Boulevard. This is another one of those that I took a class at our local scrapbook store back when we had one, and I had not put any pictures on it. And so I took this picture of me sitting by the river. So the Athabasca River comes down out of the glacier. It's very cold water. It's the one that we were whitewater rafting in, but it also runs through the town where we got married. So my husband, when he plans a vacation, and he planned the honeymoon, I planned the wedding, he planned the honeymoon. He wants to do like something every minute of every day, very planned, very like strategic. And I was like, can we just like not go hiking today, and I can just sit by the river and enjoy the water and quiet my mind and just relax? Like, he doesn't find that enjoyable. If he goes on a vacation, he wants to be doing something all the time. So we're very different that way. And this was the first time we realized that. So he did let me skip out on a hike because we hadn't spent money on it, right? It was just a hike. And so I could sit by the water and enjoy just listening to the sound of the rushing water. And then this is I just kind of walking around that river, which was kind of fun. And I think at the time too, we didn't know each other maybe as well as we thought. And so things like that, things like finding out that we don't travel the same way. This was another thing. This is all whitewater, and so it's very fast moving river water. And I walked out and sat on this rock, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Like, he thought that was so dangerous and scary. And same with when we were whitewater rafting, the guide was like, "Anybody brave enough to get up and walk around the outside of the boat?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I jumped up and walked around the outside of the boat, and he's like, "Are you kidding me right now? That was so scary. Why did you do that?" So just like learning that about each other too on our honeymoon was kind of funny. And because we were young students and young parents, we never really traveled much. This was kind of the only trip we took for quite a while. And we learned a lot about each other that week. Then we traveled on to the hot springs on our way home and stayed in a different cabin for that night. And there's me getting to enjoy the fire in the evening. That's my idea of a good time. He looks a lot less impressed. Not super excited about sitting by the fire, but. And then this is just kind of some fun photos we took in the morning that we were headed home. We were walking to the car, and there was this playground there. And so we played on the playground for a little while. And this swing was so tall that when I was able to get on it okay, but when I tried to get off, I like got stuck. And he's like laughing at me and came and took I had the camera. He came and took it from me to take a picture before helping me out of there. Goofball. Anyway, again with the Bella Boulevard stuff. So that is my little album share from our honeymoon holiday back in 1997, album created in 2018. And I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please click that like button to give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you'd like to take in more of my videos, it would make my day to have you as a subscriber. Just click the subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when a new video goes up. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.